Young Chop officially facing life in prison after this. Chicago producer Young Chop recently found himself in a tense legal situation. Following his arrest, he will be facing heavy charges because of his previous case. The music producer has been really expanding his career as of late. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out the link in the description to enter a chance at winning our Apple product giveaway. Young Chop is known for his affiliation with some of Chicago's drill music scene. Recently, while staying in Georgia, he's found himself in a lot of trouble. The young producer has had plenty of fun on social media as well, which could very well be the root of all of his problems. After stacking up a few charges and violating probation, he has found himself in some serious trouble with the law. His recent actions are really out of character considering he has a known place in the game, having been producing for Chief Keef and many other Chicago-based drill rappers. His recent actions have even brought some rappers to question Young Chop's mental sanity. After establishing his name by producing some of the biggest songs in Chicago's rap history, his legal troubles have seemed to catch up on him. Undoubtedly enough, he's been getting himself into way too much trouble as of late. Thanks for tuning in today at Lime Report, where we will be engaging in the topic Young Chop officially facing life in prison after this. Make sure to watch until the end to hear the full details on the Chicago producer's recent case. Do you think these charges will end his career? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. All sorts of trouble have caused Young Chop's career to spiral out of control. He will have a long trial in court and will be possibly facing jail time. The producer was arrested by the county sheriff's office on Thursday for allegedly violating his probation. The Chicago native currently lives in the Atlanta area. It was not made clear what exactly the probation violation was, but it very well could have been related to his most recent social media antics. Tekashi 6ix9ine is a perfect example of someone who took advantage of the power of social media to expand his career to incredible heights, but unfortunately, that has only landed him in the same place, and that's jail. Young Chop was initially arrested and put behind bars for something rather more sickening. The Gwinnett County Office of the Solicitor General arrested Chop, whose real name is Tyree Pittman, and took him into custody on Thursday, April 16th, for alleged animal neglect and animal cruelty in the form of starvation resulting in the death of a dog. This is a heartless act and raises many questions about Young Chop's sanity. He could be facing serious repercussions outside of just the legal ones. Animal neglect is a misdemeanor charge and violates Chop's current probation. This only set him up to be arrested. Nonetheless, even if his probation said nothing about animal neglect, it is still a heartless act. Combined with his antics on the internet, Young Chop seems to be out of control during these times. He has been the center of his own problems. On April 7th, the producer was arrested for reckless conduct. This charge came after Chop recorded himself ignoring the statewide stay-at-home order to search for 21 Savage in the rapper's old neighborhood, which we'll get more into in a little bit. The same day, Chop was arrested for driving without a valid license and expired tag and registration. Some people say the 26-year-old Chicago producer is just getting unlucky in these situations. As mentioned in the release, the reckless conduct with a weapon charge is related to an alleged incident in which Chop fired off a weapon in front of his home. Likely footage of the situation previously surfaced with a claim that Chop was acting in self-defense after some people pulled up on him early in the morning. The producer will have a fair share of things to hear about from the judge. He even had the whole incident recorded on a door camera. He shared the video to social media and you could clearly see he fired off a shot. Immediately, the natural reaction is for many people to believe that the whole incident is fake and for publicity, which would be not that shocking. Many rappers in the past have had their fun doing different outrageous things. The most well-known rapper to do so is none other than Tekashi 6ix9ine, who recently was freed because of the coronavirus, which may be another variable to add. Young Chop was arrested for reckless conduct in Georgia's Gwinnett County on Monday, April 6th. The official code of Georgia defines reckless conduct as causing harm or endangering the bodily safety of another. In this case, he was harassing an Uber driver. The arrest report, which police detailed as told by the Uber driver, claims that Chop first took an Uber to the local Quick Mart station, then requested to go to an apartment complex. As seen in Chop's previously recorded IG Live video, he said that he was going to 21's Little Project Little Townhouse. This location is not where 21 Savage currently lives. The report indicates Chop got out of the car and asked people on the street for the location. While looking for 21 Savage, Chop had a heated exchange with an unknown man. At some point, Chop pulled out a semi-automatic black handgun during the argument, then got back into the Uber. The Uber was then followed by a black four-door sedan. Chop asked the Uber driver to roll down the window and allegedly brandished his gun once again when the car pulled up to his Uber. The occupants began to shoot at the vehicle Chop was in first. Bullets hit the Uber's front panel, the driver's rear door, side rear panel, and shattered the driver's side rear door window. The sedan fled, and although Chop asked the Uber driver to follow the car, they were unsuccessful in catching up to the other vehicle. The Uber driver claimed he was unable to identify the make or model of the car, the suspects, or the license plate. Chop, who asked the driver not to tell the police about the incident and offered to pay for the damages to the vehicle, was dropped off at home. To top it all off, the rapper has added to his arrests on a few occasions. But what really is the true meaning behind all of this? Some suspect that he is struggling with some mental health issues. Others are claiming that he's doing it all for the attention. What would make him want the sudden attention though? Maybe it's just quarantine getting the better of him? Young Chop has certainly been doing the most as of late and has in return been faced with a lot of legal problems. The producer was really prominent during the peak of Chicago's drill scene, working with the hottest rappers. As mentioned in the release, the reckless conduct with a weapon charge is related to an alleged incident in which Chop fired off a weapon in front of his home. Likely footage of this situation previously surfaced with the claim that Chop was acting in self-defense after some people pulled up on him early in the morning. He's made a name for himself clearly, but his antics online have been out of character. Unlike some people in the music industry, he is true to the lifestyle that he and his comrades make music about. Young Chop with Chief Keef, the late Fredo Santana, and others belong to the Chicago collective called 300, making drill music in which they generally rap about drug dealing, weapons, and their lifestyles. The group is one of the most well-known in the city. They all helped each other, becoming big figures in the revolutionary Chicago drill music scene. Chop, just like his partners he came up with, is from the south side of Chicago, one of the United States' most recognized areas because of the crime. He began making music at only 11 years old, which is quite young for the average producer. He and Chief Keef would have a great bond, making many hits together. He met Chief Keef on Facebook and went on to produce many of his songs. Young Chop is part of a production team collective called Bandcamp, which also includes producer and CEO Bandcamp, Paris Bueller, and intern Waldo Beats. Chief Keef's Back from the Dead was officially the first mixtape he produced. Young Chop, though, has been facing many problems in his personal life. He was responsible for starving a dog to death, which is very serious and unexpected. Who knows what goes on in his life that would stop him from doing something so simple? Unfortunately for the rapper, he just keeps making people angry about his choices. He has been all over the news, being arrested multiple times over the past few months. A lot of Young Chop's legal problems stem from the obvious issues that he causes online. The biggest thing he's done on the internet was take shots at not only 21 Savage, but Meek Mill as well. What makes him go after some of rap's most favored artists? Just a few days after being arrested for his incident involving an Uber driver, he took to Instagram to get a clear message across to Meek Mill and French Montana. "Let's play," Chop said in an Instagram post about French. He then took jabs at Meek. "Boy, you not on stop telling on yourself," Chop said. His comment referenced the Philadelphia rapper posting a photo of guns and bullets on his Instagram story from his visit to a gun range. Chop then followed up with another Instagram post aimed at Meek. The Instagram post shows the Philly rhymer letting off rounds at the range, which was initially posted on Meek's own Instagram account. "Oh yeah, him ready. I know how to shoot them too, Meek. Don't play yourself out here," Chop wrote in his own caption. He has since deleted the Instagram posts about Meek and French. Young Chop was so upset with the two because of their remarks about the producer, calling him scary. He clearly did not take that lightly. The two also believe that he is struggling with mental issues. In tweets that were released after Chop's most recent comments, "Is sad to see this fake. Young Chop needs to be in a mental institution. It is only a matter of time until somebody takes his life. Then all you're gonna see is hashtag RIP and a bunch of fake. If somebody cares about that man, go grab him and take him somewhere," read French Montana's tweet. Meek Mill also agreed with French in a tweet that reads, "It's obvious Chop having some mental issues. Y'all be gassing stuff so much, y'all just gonna ignore it. I have been getting beats from him for years, hope he gets well." Clearly, they are not trying to escalate the problem as they believe the Chicago producer is currently mentally unstable. Chop also dropped a diss track aimed at Savage on YouTube. The song is titled "When Young Chop Comes in the Studio," a reference to the episode Chop discussed on Gilly the King's Live. The song is accompanied by a meme of Savage looking up after someone seemingly walks in. 21 Savage responded with the quickness, Taking to Instagram stories, Savage shared Chop's diss song along with a cry laugh emoji and showed off his extensive watch collection. He also shared a picture of Chop along with the caption, "Make sure y'all go get his tape when it drops because he needs the clout, and pray for him because he done lost his mind." Clearly, other rappers are not too worried about their relationship with Chop, only about his mental health. Nonetheless, he is still facing life in prison after his recent stream of crimes. His behavior has been very off for the past few months, and fans are starting to worry. Thanks for tuning in today at Line Report, where we took a look at the developing story on Young Chop officially facing life in prison after this. Do you think that these charges will end his career? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out the link in the description to enter a chance at winning our Apple product giveaway. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.